Oh, wait, we're on cam. Hey guys, welcome back to the UAC stream. As we do have the next game already, it is the FIT Tamaraus, or some people would say FEU Institute of Tech Tamaraus, and do have the UST Tigers. Before anything else, I would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Sneaky Frog, and with me is
Your boy Ryujin. Welcome back, guys. So we just had a nice game, last game. It was a almost comeback by the what do you call it? The TUP squad, but MCL proved too much for them in the long run. And so now we're gonna be moving on to our second to the last game. Now this is a very very interesting game since we have FUI Tamaraus, one of the top two seeds right now in their respective group, facing off against the lower end of the spectrum of their group, the UST Tigers. Now, today has been a day of upset stomps, so the results are going to be pretty much, drastic today. There's no sure winners yet today. So I'm curious to see how this game is going to turn out.
yeah, and man, Tigers, they're gonna have one heck of a game going into this one. I mean, you're gonna be up against one of the best, literally the best squads in this whole tournament. And I know some people would say, "Oh, Sneaky, you overhype FIT. They got wrecked by LG last time they played, but still, they're a pretty formidable squad. Like you're not just gonna scoff at the squad that we have here right now. You do have Worship, you do have Tricks, both very deadly fraggers going into this game. So Tigers, you're gonna have to find a way to neutralize one of these two players. Even the other people on the squad as well is actually super good.
That's true. That's true. Very interesting to see this because of how these two teams panned out. FEU Tamaraus, you can't discount them. You can't sleep on them. They've been pretty good in the group stages. Yeah, they got 1-2 games and have been on the rise, and they're gonna be looking to secure the top spot in their respective group. But this isn't gonna be easy since UST Tigers, they have been putting up a fight, and no matter what happens, they're just trying to get their team at least a little bit higher in the standings and fight for the top 3 spot to make sure that they get to the playoffs.
Man, they had an unfortunate week 1 and 2. Man, they literally faced one of the best teams in the group that most people would say that did get, I would how would I put this, curb stomp. They got curb stomped by LG. I mean, and I do think it was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Malayan on the other game.
On the second week, I believe so.
Yes.
Yes, it was Malayan College. Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get into this game with a different mindset entirely. They're gonna have to go into this game with guys, I know we're 0-2. This is basically do or die mode. As maybe they can pull, this is like a league reference, maybe they can pull like a Fnatic and go out of groups with a miracle run, which would be quite the storyline to follow if you are following the AcadArena tournaments that we already had. Tigers, I'm really praying for a comeback, for these players, because I really want to see them shine in this tournament.
True. It's amazing because they have the tools to get to the top spots, but they just really had a difficult schedule. I mean, facing your first 2 games, you face off against really talented teams who have experience not just in the local seed but almost representing Philippines outside. So that it's really intimidating for them. And in this coming game, I'm actually curious. How is our pick 'em results for this FEUI Tamaraus versus the UST Tigers? Wow, that is a 90% pick rate for Tamaraus. Wow. 90% of people, these fans, I think it's another one-sided, it's another one-sided pick'em result, especially with how this Tamaraus team has been dominating again, this 90% is not unjustified.
Yeah, and I think the only time that the pick'em was not followed today was the game between UPD and what's that other team again? Oh, I forgot.
DLSU
DLSU.
versus yeah.
Sorry to my Lasallian squads, Sorry for forgetting, sorry for forgetting your name, but that was the only time that the pick'ems were not right. The other two times that we saw today was with MCL and was with MGS. Is this gonna be another game where the pick'ems are gonna be 1,000% right, or is this gonna be the upset by UST? So let's see. Actually, the shout out. We have a virtual hangout shout out from Eliza. Let's go fit break the UST curse.
Well, okay, break the UST curse. Interesting. Oh, maybe there is a certain rivalry or a certain story brewing between these two teams because exactly. Why don't you gotta break the curse? I mean, you if that is a hump that the FIT fit team has, they have to get over this hump if they want to succeed in this tournament. But guys, I know the pick'em results have been flashed, and I'm pretty sure you guys have casted your votes. But just in case you missed that pick'em vote, you can still win some Valorant points. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Globe Virtual Hangout Chat Rally. Globe Prepaid Virtual Hangouts will be dropping 750 Valorant points for a lucky fan. Just make sure to type hashtag Globe Prepaid Virtual Hangouts and your team of choice. So that's either hashtag FIT win or hashtag UST win. Make sure to have both hashtags in before the end of round 1. Again, I'll repeat. You guys should have your votes in before the end of round 1. And by the end of this game, we will be picking a lucky winner who cheered for, who called who's gonna win this game, And I'm excited. Sneaky Frog, I guess what map has been chosen today? I believe Ascent has been chosen, right?
Yeah, it is Ascent, as we do see it is green on the left side where Eugen is, and Ascent's gonna be interesting because Ascent is one of the left side. There you go. Oh wait, wrong side for me. There you go. So Ascent is gonna be interesting because this is one of the few maps that there is a few maps that will be for competitive maps. So this is one of the maps where mid control is so important, because as soon as you get mid control as attacker, you basically give yourselves another angle going into the site. If you get yourself market control, you only have to worry about the site itself as well as the alley going into it. But I do think we're just gonna start and go into this game. And do I hear that correctly? Is that another breach on the squad? Yes, it is Admiral on the breach. Tricks on Jet. The rest of the squads, you guys can see the agents. I don't have to say all of them, but this is going to be the push coming in. The Frenzy is going to come out, but the Dragon is not going to be enough as Exia does get the kill on Tricks. And we're already getting started on the aggression here in Ascent.
That's true. Exia just really pushing out of there, even using the tailwind to just rush out of there. It would have been a good play, especially that that was a good breach flash followed by a Sova arrow. Really, a utility use was on point. However, walang nag-peek dun. So it was really unfortunate for Exia there. Sayang. Everything but the shot in basketball terms ngayon.
And Keel, despite getting a somewhat 5-man paranoia, just delayed the push by a bit. Now they're all waiting in the smoke. They're gonna wait for the smoke to dissipate. Never mind, they're not gonna wait for the smoke to dissipate. That's gonna be Keel with the double kill with the Ghost, and Divine gonna get 2 with the classic as well. Great defense here on the A site. The last person left alive is gonna be the Killjoy. Can he get the 1v2 situation going? Admiral, I do think they know exactly where he is, as Bat Ghost does get Stan in the end. It is a 1-0. FEU swing first.
We saw them there. That was a slow take for this FEU team. For the UST team rather, and surprisingly, they were able to get the drop onto the FEU itemers guarding the A site. However, Kiel and Davin just absolutely holding down the fort and making sure that, you know what, you may have gone to the drop on us, but I can still outdo you, I can still out AMU. And in the end, they were able to pull out a win there, even after they had early man down in Exia.
Yeah, and I do think that's kind of a good thing for FEU because they can still allow Tricks to be aggressive in this one, but we're gonna talk about that later as Highs does go into the site. Divine is gonna be taken down, but Kiel, despite getting Paranoia, does get Exia in the end, and it is a 4v4. Numbers advantage to no one, but I do think the advantage in terms of guns is going to be on FEU here. The drone is going to come out, but it's not going to be enough as the mini sortie, as known as the right click of the classic, is going to be quite effective. But the Ares from Bat Ghost is going to get two as Admiral gets a double kill as well, and FEU swift round from them as they take down the entirety of UST.
It's cool. It's surprising to see how Aitamaros were able to retake that site. They just legitimately swarmed this UST team. I mean, very very worth it in the side of UST. They were able to get a spike down, and they were able to get at least 1 to 2 members of the Aitamaro squad. So that's economic damage. You know, they were able to get the plant off, so that's 300 credits directly into their wallets na. So now they were able to afford full buys, and like I said a while ago, third round is sa third round nagsisimula lahat ng laro. We see Tricks again here. He's so aggressive with this hold. Parang siya yung nagiging attacker nga eh.
Yeah, I mean, he can't really blame Tricks that he can go aggressive since FEU, it's no problem for them to defend 4v5 going into the site as we saw the first 2 rounds, and that might be a problem for Teletigers as they do have to keep on their toes when they try to get into a site. There might be a random jet from behind or maybe even on the front, and knowing that, they're still kind of passive in terms of this one as Tricks, I do think they're waiting for a Trick to go for the push, but right now, they're going to use the drone to get some extra information going. The recon bolt is going to get into the site, but the Ares, I do think that's the Odin, actually, if I can hear it correctly, from the Sova here on the B site. Bat Ghost might be a problem if they try to get that one, as the attempts of getting mid control so far unsuccessful for the Teletigers side. Tricks on this off angle in the short position does spot the Omen here using the Cloudburst to give himself some cover. Tailwind that's the get out of jail free card, gets the third as well as Stan is gonna be taken down. 5v2 situation, the Sova and the Breach, what can they do? The Cypher Cage, is this gonna stop them? And Tricks, the trademark aggression, just like you said, gonna try to get the remaining 2 members here as he's gonna spot out. Is this gonna be the ace for Tricks? Nope. This is gonna be
got it.
the kill. Exia, okay, Exia getting some kills as well with the Phantom. You could say that's a bonus going into this loss, but could be some damage that they can feel going into this round. It is a 3-0 now.
Yeah, and here we have a little quick replay of Trix's little highlight play there in the A short area. Able to get 2 kills, dashes out of there, and gets the third one. It's kind of demoralizing to see that the one person managed to stop your entire A push. Yeah, the sad part is he didn't even use much of his util. It just used 1 smoke, 1 dash, and was able to get 3 members. So as far as 1v5ing, he was able to just completely affect their, not only their push but their mental as well.
Yeah, and has been quite the disaster so far for UST in this attacking side, but they could still get something going as they do have the guns now. Some people do have the Bulldogs, and Keel very patient here. They could go for the swing and might get this free kill on the Omen, but does decide to go for the flashpoint, and that's gonna be Exia getting the free kill on Kiel as he does get flashed going into the short position. Now they're gonna have to go against the Cypher, one of the best sentinels in holding the site, and it already gets 2. And Heis does get 1 in return. He does not have the Cypher cages anymore, and Trix does spot out the planter. This is a problem for UST as he does get his second And Shadow Ray's last person left alive all the way from the defender's side spawn. Can he do anything here? Or is he gonna face the wrath of a god with this gun? The Odin is gonna be true. Bat Ghost is gonna get the headshot.
Now that's just, again, here we see just, this is what you've been preaching, you know? Breach, that round was a perfect example of how insane Breach was for both sides, you know? We saw Zlee just a good flash onto that A shirt. He was able to get the drop onto Kiel. However, in the retake attempt, we see Admiral, that flash really blinded two members of the UST Teletigers team, which allowed Trix to actually get the retake kills. He was able to get like 2 or 3 kills off of fully flashed people. And yun eh, doon pumapasok yung utility ni Breach, and if well used, well placed, can absolutely win you any round in any circumstance.
Yeah, and so far UST kind of struggling to even try to go into the site. They did get into the site that last round, but Davine was such a huge, or rather Davine was quite the problem, as he did get the double kill. That should have been a free site for them, but just like I said, Cypher, one of the best anchors in terms of all the sentinels in this game, especially on Ascent. The amount of camera spots that you could have is tremendous, and yeah, that's just going to be a problem that they're going to have to solve. That's going to be the drone coming out, the Rolling Thunder as well. Let's see if they can do anything in this one. Divine does fly back in, and that's going to be the Paranoia landing on Keel, as well as the Recon Bolt. He's going to miss, actually. That's going to be the double kill for Davine once again, and the swings are just going to start to come out, and somehow, some way, UST make it a 2v1.
30 seconds left.
It's actually, you gotta give props to Davine there, just holding his ground. Imagine getting stunned, he just got flashed. All utility were thrown at him, and he stood his ground, got 2 kills, and gave his team, you know, an opening.
10 seconds left.
He stopped the plant, and he kind of made them all panic that, oh, andyan pa yung Cypher. It was scary, and to see him hold that site even after getting, you know, sinubuan siya ni Breach ng lahat ng utility, yet he still stood his ground. Now we see here, okay, he's got double kill there. He did do some economic damage, but again, it doesn't matter because it's still 5-0. Yeah, they can still buy. As opposed to this Teletigers team, look at their look at their economy. They're a big kalat right now in terms of economy.
Yeah, and I do like the patience there from FEU, actually not pushing with the timer still on the clock. They did push after the timer, and he didn't really have a choice at that point. He didn't really have a choice in the matter. Couldn't plant because there's going to be a person behind him just going for that. And what Trick somehow gets a kill on the enemy jet. Might have to get a replay on that if you think that's going to be the double updraft. Then he just gets the Blade Storm kill, but Trix does get Shadow raised as well, and Zilly gets the trade in the end. But you're trading 2 people for 1. That's really, really not worth it.
Yep, and especially in attack. When you're attacking, if every man down is quite will make your situation much more difficult. And like defense, when you're alone, when you're a man down, it's a little bit more manageable compared to trying to attack. And then especially now, si Trix, I think, was running through his head is that, you know what, I get a kill, I get 2. Even if I die, I have done my job. His aggression, parang siya yung nagiging attacker dito. You know? It's quite amusing. At the same time, you see Teletigers just slowly creeping their way into this B main area. They will get spotted by the Recon Bolt, and now the jig's up. Tamaraws know where they are and know what they're up to.
Oh, but that's a great Recon Bolt coming in from the Sova. Exia is gonna get Admiral, but can he get one more? They're all on the catwalk position. The flick's not gonna come out. Kiel does get 2 somehow. Last person left alive. It's gonna be the Cypher for the side of FEU. Plant. Plenty of time for the plant. He does have 5 seconds. It only takes 4. Aftershock is gonna come out, but is he gonna expect that Davine, or rather Davine, is actually gonna come out? The flick Gonna come as well. The Radianite box is not gonna be enough. The right clicks from the Classic. And this is just gonna be a game of ring around the rosy, and both of them pull out the Classics now. It's just gonna be jumping right clicks to reload. They're gonna try to go for something here. The headshots are not gonna come out. But it does in the end. The Veen does get the 1v1 clutch, and FEU keep on steamrolling UST.
I enjoyed their little game of ring around the rosy there. They just went around each other, not even... look at this sequence right here.
Premier gameplay.
You gotta give him props for that. Those are some fancy footwork right there. It was quite hilarious to see them both just dancing around. And again, you saw the power of that breach utility there. Zlee almost caught him red-handed with the flash. As in, he got flashed right to the face. Unfortunately, I think he wasn't able to reload his gun, or he wasn't able to spray, and he wasn't able to get a kill. He still got outplayed by Devine, who has been, no pun intended, he has been playing Divine. What a play. He's been holding the sites. He's been retaking it very, very well. And right now we actually have a tactical pause to see, so that these teams have time to talk about their strategies, rethink their goals. Maybe something's working, maybe something's not. They have to be wary, especially, I think they're talking about, si Trix. He's on fire, medyo, let's take he's aggressive. You know what? Let's wait for him to push, That would be the smart play that they can do, is to punish the aggression and then play off of that punish. Because it in the end, aggression really, on the defense side, although it can be very, very rewarding, it's also very, very risky because you leave a site man down,
Yeah, and one of the hardest things to control basically is Trix. I've already experienced that firsthand. When this kid is on fire, he's just gonna start steamrolling everyone on the server. But this really comes into question whether or not UST can break his mental going into this one, because that's the key to basically beat Trix in general. You're just gonna have to tilt him somehow by just playing a very annoying style that he doesn't like, and UST has to find that annoying style, and neutralize that threat that Trix gives them. And this is just, and I also want to highlight, this is why Jet is one of the most picked agents when it comes to this level of gameplay, because she does get the get out of jail free card, and gets away scot-free when she tries to go for those aggressive picks.
When you see it, when you see the Jet, it kind of, the beauty with Jet is that it kind of removes the refrag, With Jet, once you get a pick, usually the practice is, okay, somebody kills me, somebody just refrag me. But with Jet, she eliminates that possibility of a refrag because she has that dash, she has that smoke that can quickly provide cover for her and just yeet herself out of there.
Yeah, and that's why, just like you said, the operator is, or rather, just like what Berserk said, the operator is more popular on the Jet because she does get that get out of jail free card, but instead, Trix going straight into jail. That's illegal gameplay right there, trying to get into the B main position, but that's going to be the Hunter's Fury coming out. Not going to get the kill though. Oh, the Killjoy almost going down to that, as the ultimate economy for FEU, they do have the ulti from the Cypher, and Trixie can actually wallbang to the left of that, and he can get the Omen, but I do think he doesn't want to compromise his position here in mid. And he could actually, he just starts shooting at that, and people from B Link are going to start to react, and that could be a huge problem for them. But this Omen is stuck between a rock and a hard place, man. He can't really move, and wallbangs are going to start to finally come up, but that's going to be the fault line coming from the breach. But Kiel going aggressive here in the short position, but it's not going to be enough as Highs goes into this market position, as Exia does get two somehow, and the marketplace is wide open. Feel free to buy anything. That's the enemy Killjoy with the lockdown, but
left.
Bat Ghost is gonna be on the case. Cypher gonna try to go for the rotation all the way from the spawn going into B alley, and this is a retake situation for FEU.
Again, you see them here. They were able to patiently walk themselves through that mid area, and up to now, I'm still surprised the Omen survived there in that mid area. He got pinged several times by both the Sova drone and the recon bolt. It's quite scary. Davin, there we go. We see him get another kill, but Exia follows it up with an ult, and now it's all up to Bat Ghost 1v2. Killjoy is dangerously low though. Ooh, what a shot! But Exia's there to finish it up and get the first points on the board for his Teletigers team.
Man, that came down to whether or not Bat Ghost could reset his crosshair in time, but fortunately for Teletigers, he couldn't. Now they are on the single point that they have on the board, but FEU, they are already on the 6, and getting 6, some teams, they think getting 6 in this one is already good, but FEU, they can still extend their lead here if they play this round correctly, but do you think the chances of them getting a round in this one is pretty small? As you can see, they do have sheriffs, unless, you know, someone just screams it's high noon and all 5 of them die out of nowhere. But this is Valorant, not another
FPS title.
FPS, you know. But yeah. Oh, Keel though is gonna spot the Jet in the B-Link position. They're gonna have to be careful because there's 2 people here in top mid. The Paranoia is gonna come out the TP as well, going into the Cloudburst. And is this gonna be the push? Yes, it will. Stan's gonna die. He's gonna go for the swing as well, but he's gonna run out of ammo. That's gonna be Exia getting Keel in the end, and that's the trade. 58 seconds left on the clock.
Davin here, that's a very cheeky corner. No, no one would check that. No one in the right mind would check that. But you know what? That's a cheeky spot. He's trying to play it smart. He's trying to play it cool. You know, if they're gonna rush into A, you know what? So be it. He's gonna be there ready to welcome them with his loving arms. And now he's gonna get a free gun and a great flank.
This is gonna be cheeky.
Oh, he wasted it. He could have just went all the way around. He could have just pulled a Helion and tried to, you know, go for the long rotate, but unfortunately he had to pop those bullets early just to try to get some damage in. This is going to be the Rolling Thunder to the face of the Teletigers, and this is going to be the Jet flying above them. Actually, Heiss is going to get Admiral here despite being jaded there from the Rolling Thunder, and Trix gonna get one in return. They do get the plant down, and Teletigers somehow find themselves in a disadvantageous situation. 2v1 now, as Trix does get Shadow Raised, and playing this one very patiently as Divine is gonna get him in the end, and Trix just yoinking the defuse from his teammate. And yeah, just really well played from FEU there. Quite the retake. And Teletigers, man, you're struggling once again just to try to get into the site.
That's true. They got the site. You know, props for them for that. I mean, that's been a while since they got the plant off. Since I believe twice. They've only got the spike planted twice. But now they had the problem of just controlling the site and not allowing any retakes. Unfortunately, Trix is just really balling out and just giving his team quality kills in when they need it. Either an early pick or a late a late pick. Early or late picks, it doesn't matter. It will work for his team.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised that Teletigers are not playing this slightly more aggressively, because they do have the Sova. You do have the drone to guide the entry going into the site. It could serve as a distraction as well. And look at this. Trix getting the double kill in top mid, and once again he does get the get out of jail free card, but never mind, he actually goes into the jail as Bat Ghost does get Stan in the end. The tailwind once again gonna try to come in, and Heiss is gonna be neutralized as Lee, last person left alive, and Admiral does finish him off. Some DM from Bat Ghost, and it is an 8-2-1 now. FEU, it is looking like an all FEU game at the moment. Let's be real here, chat.
That's true. Trix just absolutely balling right now. Again, kakasabi ko lang, he generates good timing. He has good timing with his picks, and kanina lang gets 2 picks down in mid. Almost even got out if you saw him. He was able to dash out and smoke to safety. However, na-spray down siya. Lucky shots by the UST Teletigers to get Tricks there. And right now, 8-1. There's a lot of things that UST can do, but I guess the first thing they can do is, well, there we go, problem solved. One man down.
Man, Heis? What? Somehow in all of that chaos, Heis gets the kill on Davin. That's gonna be the anchor of the site already down, as Lee does get the Omen as well.
Spike planted.
And I look away for 1 second. I was just checking some weather updates, and somehow Teletigers are brewing a storm in this B site, or rather this A site, as the plant is already down. Admiral gonna try to look for one person here. That's gonna get the headshot on Exia. Does get the third! Somehow Admiral gets 3. And he does have the flashpoint. He does have the aftershock to clear that left corner. He's gonna go for the swing, and Admiral with a 4K in this one makes it a 9-1. This breach is on fire and does get ulti as well going into the next round. What a play from him. If you guys can't see, it's Ryujin. His mouth is wide open.
There we go. Really,
It's a
sorry.
cape.
I think I knocked my mic by accident. But like I said, Admiral, we were praising about Breach's utility, but that clip right there, that wasn't utility. That was just 100% skill. If you saw his spray transfer, 1-2, flicking instantly to the third head in that hell area, it's just skill. The utility did no part there. All he did there was just, oh wow, Admiral. Nope, well.
Admiral went from 100 to 0 going into the next round. He went from a 4K clutch to dying to getting distracted by the turret, and FEU just kind of flunking this round, I guess. You know, it does happen. You know, could be in the lead and somehow all 4 members are somehow down, or rather 3 of your teammates are already down, but it's going to be a free B site for the side of Teletigers, and now another retake situation for FEU. One person is occupying the market.
Yeah, it's no. That was a heat check moment by Admiral there, getting picked early into the round. But I think it's still doable. I mean, you have your top 2 fraggers in your game. I mean, they're doing the best, Davin and Trix, so it's not impossible. And even though it's still 9-1, best score that they can expect is a 9-2 if they manage to not win this round. Oh, Davin, there we go, gets a kill. But Zli making sure that at least they get 2 points on this attacking side.
Yep, and it's kind of a bonus at this point. Whatever rounds that the Teletigers get into this one, and I really think that FEU is trying to go for that 10 score line, because if you get that 10 score line and win the pistol round, you basically get a post pistol round bonus. Like, you could say you have better guns compared to the other team unless they force, and you're basically in the situation. You're basically in a winning situation when you get that 10 score line. But Rolling Thunder is gonna come out, man. Super aggressive here for Trix. That's gonna be the 2K once again. Trix, no respect whatsoever to this UST Teletiger squad, as he just runs into the B link and wrecks everybody. The Radiant Box is gonna get shot through. That's gonna be the last person left alive. Trix with the Blade Storm, just slitting the throats of the rest of the Teletiger squad. And it is a 10-2.
Now I kinda understand why they were just super aggressive in the previous round. I think they're just giving them a handicap at this point. Just looking at how well executed they did that rush. Una-una, defense sila, yet sila pa yung aggressive. If you saw what happened there, if you guys missed it, Admiral used this Rolling Thunder to stun everyone outside the B site, which was a smart play because they always watch that B site. They're always watching their flanks. And they knew that. If Tamaraos knew that, capitalized on it with Admiral using the Rolling Thunder, and then Trix just dashing in and getting 2 kills. Tapos makikita mo on the other end of the map, Davin just holding onto the site. They're like, kayo na bahala mag-rush. I got the site, leave me alone. I will lock this down for you.
Man, this is such an important round for both teams. The push is gonna start to come in out of nowhere. Trix once again, the first person on site. Somehow this guy has just been first at everything in this game and does get the first blood coming into this half 4v5 situation now. Teletigers, this is an important round, so you're gonna have to get this pistol round somehow by a miracle play, but Trix is the single person blocking them from even getting one, and it is a flawless. I do not blame you, Ryujin. It is quite, I would say, quite the sad game that we had. That face is exactly the face I would do as well. If it's like, not the best situation for Teletigers, man.
Honestly, yeah, but again, you gotta give props to this, to Trix. This man has rushed. He does not let go of his W key, and it's actually super amusing to watch because he's not getting punished. I think that is what the Teletigers have been missing. The lack of punish for an over-aggressive player, and his aggression is getting rewarded. Not even... Oh, there we go. Ayun. Finally, they're able to lock him down a bit there, and everyone's trying to rush down while Teletigers have been strong. Yun na nga, they finally punished over-aggression, which will lead to a possible round win. It's still not guarantee. It's still a 4v2. Anything can happen, but Spike has been dropped.
Yeah, and I think it's a very, very good idea from UST to kind of go for the somewhat force here with the Stingers, as the bullets per minute is quite insane compared to the other SMGs and could do some heavy damage, especially if used correctly. Kill's gonna get spotted out here in the corner with the Ghost. Gonna use a teleport to try to bait himself into this one, and he wants to bait the Omen to wide swing this angle, but it's not gonna be enough as they get an 11-3. Somewhat of a mistake here for FEU as they overstep their bounds going into the B side, and UST in their welcoming arms, no problem, just punish them going into the site.
Yeah, finally, like I was saying, Teletigers, the best chance of them to turn this, to turn their ship around is to punish Trix in his aggression. There, he was able to actually swerte nga dun because they were able to hide inside the smoke. Trix wasn't able to shoot them because he couldn't see them. But again, that's their number one key. Stop the aggression, force Itamarouse to play a slow game, and play off of what happens based on that that slow game.
Yeah, definitely. The drone is gonna come out though. He's gonna tag Shadow Rays. No Hunter's Fury, so he doesn't have to worry about anything other than Divine kind of shooting him with the Sheriff. Finally does get him in the end, and it is now a 4v5 situation. Teletigers already lost one member on the board. The Killjoy is gonna be here in the middle of the site, but Stan is gonna get him with the Spectre, but Fat Ghost is gonna get the trade in return, but Highs with the Marshall from the side, gets the flick as well, making it a 2v3. The no-scope as well! This man is popping off. The last person left alive for the FEU Tamaraw squad is gonna be Kiel, but this man is playing out of his mind as well. 3 HP left on him. A single breeze may cause this man to fall, but the Sova, the last person left alive, he does see the spike. It is in front of him. The Marshall is gonna be picked up here by Kiel. Great use of the smoke. He's gonna try to get into the site left with the teleportation as the Sova is still in the garden area. He's gonna have to preempt that, or else he's gonna get killed. And Exia clutches this one out in the end, but that was too close a call for Teletigers.
I was actually at the edge of my seat there, but here we're gonna have a quick replay of Hayes just absolutely locking down the site and just making sure that no, this A site is ours. It ain't yours, it's mine. Great 3K on his part. Good shot onto Admiral, followed by the quick flick, and then just finishing it off with a very, very sleek no scope. And it's paying off. They're forcing Itamarouse to play a little bit more slowly, and they're punishing Trix for his over-aggression. Ito nga, we see it again. They now have guns, and I'm excited if Trix is gonna dash it. Actually, I'm not even gonna be surprised if when he dashes in. It's when he dashes in.
When he dashes in, let's see what happens. Somehow he's heaven. Somehow he is heaven, and the rest of the squad just cleans up for him, I guess. And Trix getting so much control. He's already at heaven. He's gonna get spotted. Rather, he's gonna spot Shadow Rays with that Vandal And this round just came by quick. Teletigers losing control in a split second. Admiral is gonna spot out Exia, and Zlee, the last person left alive, unfortunately gonna be up against 4 FEU Tamarao members, rather FEUI Tamarao members. And Trix, how fitting, he does get the last kill in the end. 23 and 10. This man is having a frag fest on his own today.
Yep, if you saw what he did there, even I'm surprised how he got there. For some reason, the last thing we saw was Trix was outside A main. The next thing we knew when we switched over to his cam, he was in heaven. I don't know how he got there so fast. They probably used like the double updraft into tailwind, but I'm honestly surprised you could do that. I didn't know you could.
Especially with the killjoy, he's still on site. That could have been 100% a kill, but somehow Trix isn't getting punished for anything. He is in the catwalk position already. The Cloudburst gonna come out in the market, gonna get recon bolted. Their Hunter's Fury is gonna come out. This might be a kill. Batghost is gonna get Shadow Raze, and he gets Z as well somehow. Last person left alive is gonna be Stan, and Stan, man, you're gonna go down as Trix sticks a knife in your head, and it is gonna be 13-4. FEU Tamaraos get the dub.
It's quite. That game was aggression at its finest. It's the thing you hate to face in pubs when you're playing Valorant. You just hate super aggressive players, and you just want to like, okay, stop natin yung rush, stop natin. Pero unfortunately, they weren't able to do that. Trix absolutely ball again. He was on fire tonight. He wasn't playing Phoenix, but he was on fire. And I don't know if you guys noticed in the chat, in the games, but if you take a look at Trix, he was able to actually cancel his animation. If you noticed, by the time he throws out his smoke and then dashes inside it at the same time. So by the time he's inside, no one will know. No one knows. Nasa loob na pala. And that's what catches them off guard. He did that like 3-4 times. They rushed into the B site and they only got punished once. They didn't learn from the mistake. They punished him once, and then the rest after that, nah. Trix just went out and killed 2-3 people on site.
Yeah, UST had no chance there. Basically, Trix was the unstoppable force going into this one, and yeah, they couldn't deal with him. So FEU getting the dub for today and proving to us why they're consistently one of the best teams in this tournament. And yeah, do you think, is this going to be the last game of today? Can you
I believe we have another one.
Oh, you guys thought this was the last game of the day. We do have another one as nope, that's the website, and I'm gonna check the casting notes. Oh, okay. There you go. We have the schedule now. So later we still do have 31 DPMCL, FTST. We still have your boys. Your boys are coming on. So it's UST versus ADMU, and I do think that's the last one. Yeah.
Yep, that's gonna be the last game for today. Again, guys, FEU take the win over the UST Teletigers. They go up 3-0, while Teletigers, they are gonna be going down to 0-3 towards that lower bracket of the groups. And looks like better luck next time at UST. That's gonna be it for us. We're gonna see you in the last game for tonight. We will see you in the Ateneo game. Peace out, guys.
Dear Mother, light of the home.
Dad.